Hey, so in this video we're going to review a really good VSL that I found in the dating niche. So we can all get a few things we can instantly apply to our copy so we can make more money and make our clients rich as well. So let's see this. First of all, one in the comment is very sensitive and maybe removed it. Nice. She has this embedded, I don't know how they do this. I'm not a tech guy, but they do with some coding with either HTML, and they change the date every single day. So that's pretty good. That's very, very good. Warning: if you get your dating advice from men, you're doomed to fail. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Because he's a woman giving dating advice, and most people say, don't listen to women. Don't listen to a fish on how to fish. Listen to a fisherman on how to get fish. So that's pretty good. That's very good. He's meeting the audience where they are. Everybody gets their advice from men. That's very good. One simple secret that makes beautiful women: put it in your hands. How to use the virtual unknown FM to leave her feeling like you read your mind. I don't think that's what they want. Leave her. Probably that's purposeful. Like I said, I'm not here trying to, because that's a mistake a lot of copywriters make. They're there and they're trying to bring their advice and what they think about copy, when in reality they don't even fucking know what they're doing. So I'm not gonna stand here and disrespect this business owner who's been in the game for decades, and I'm gonna be like I know better than them and all this stuff. I'm not gonna say this. So you can study something from everyone. Secrets. One simple secret. That's what people want. The one simple secret that makes beautiful women nice. Put it in your hands. I don't know what exactly that means. English isn't my native language. I kind of know what it is, but I don't really know what it is. How to use the virtually unknown F formula. Nice. So you're feeling like you read your mind. I don't think that's what they want. That's not what they want. So let's see the VSL, bro. Let's see the VSL.
Want to know the most reliable way to turn a girl on and make her desperate to wrap her legs around you? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a secret method that you can use to inject hot sexual tension into any conversation with a woman.
I guess that's cool.
And practically overload her mind with uncontrollable desire to the point where she wants nothing more than to touch you, kiss you, and let you take complete control over her body. This method is so easy to use that even the most ordinary guy can use it to ignite
handling your objection, even the most ordinary guy,
inside a woman's mind. In other words, you do not need to be a 6 foot tall
handling more of your
with a
objections,
6-figure income to make this work. The secret sauce to all of this is flirting. In fact, research done at Webster's University shows that good flirting is the #1 most effective way
backing up
to
your claims.
attraction, and it trumps all other factors like height, physical appearance, age, and income. And what's more, you can even use this flirting.
So she grabs your attention with a hook, really good hook, handle your objections,
only saw you as a friend,
give you the method,
you can
backed her
reach
up.
that raw sexual chemistry that's been missing between the two of you, and finally make her see you as a potential lover or boyfriend.
What they want.
Okay? So let's say a woman liked you at first, but she seems to be losing interest now.
Relatable.
Or your girlfriend or your wife starts acting cold and distant. You can use this flirting method to instantly reignite and amplify her desire to a whole new level.
What they want.
And once you do, she will rush back to you and treat you better than ever and beg for your attention. Additionally, if you're after a really gorgeous girl who has like hundreds of rich and handsome men,
another objection
talking to her every single day, and
they're like, oh, this girl's out of touch.
Flirting method to stand out and turn her on so much and so fast that she has no choice but to ignore those other guys.
She has no choice.
And
she has no choice. It's only you.
After you and you alone. Now I know that I am making a huge, almost outlandish
handling your objection
but
again.
The promise that
addressing the elephant in the room.
Because I have seen this method work for thousands of men.
That's undeniable.
More importantly, as a woman myself, I know what good flirting can do to a girl. That intoxicating rush of feelings, the steady rise in sexual tension. Even the most normal guy can see James Bond or Christian Grey to us.
Even the most normal guy can look like James Bond.
As you continue to watch this video, I will show you exactly what good flirting feels like to a woman, why it's the ultimate key to unlocking her attraction. And of course, I'm also going to reveal the simple flirting method that you can start using right away to make women crave you sexually. But first,
Bro, let's get
I'm
some
going to answer
flirting
one
things we
very
can use
important
in our
question
dating
that
lives.
may
Come on,
be
let's do
on
this.
your mind right now, and it should be on your mind. The question is, who the hell is this woman, and why
Authority.
should I even listen to her?
Come on,
Well,
she opened the
my
loops,
name is
but
Marty,
first, who is this
and
for?
I
Or
am an
who am I?
internationally renowned attraction expert and also known as the world's #1 wing girl. Over the last couple of decades, I have taught thousands of men, just like you,
Nice.
how
That's what
to
we're waiting
attract
for.
the women of their dreams.
Look at
without
what
changing
another
who
fleece
they
is doing.
are
Like
or
you.
using any sleazy
She's
pickup
making you
artist
feel like it's
or
for
me
you.
just
Like
saying
you.
something about themselves.
You.
As a result, I have been featured on several
More
renowned
authority.
publications like Forbes and Men's Health and Men's Journal and Ask Men, along with several television appearances on networks like CNN, NBC, CBS, Fox, and MTV. And today my YouTube videos, blog posts, and podcasts are viewed by millions of guys from around the globe every single month, which is pretty cool, right? But most importantly, I am still as obsessed about helping good men like you attract the women you desire as I was when I started. And I promise
feel like
in the next few
when
minutes,
she revealed the
I am
flirting,
going to do
I would come up with a
just that.
unique
Okay,
mechanism on that.
so
It depends on the
here's
audience,
what
though. It
feels
depends on the
like
awareness.
for a woman when she's flirted with the right way. So think of the last
The right
time
way.
you were on a roller coaster. There was like this rush and mix of emotions.
This is getting
wasn't
you
there?
inside
the
the
jittery feeling in your body as
Getting
you
you to
climb
imagine
up
this.
that hill. Your heart thudding
Let's
so
imagine
loud you
this,
can
let's
hear it
imagine
in your
this.
ears. And when the drop comes, you feel it deeply in your stomach. You feel exhilarating adrenaline, almost
Very
like you're
relatable.
flying without wings. And afterwards, you are elated. You're
After
brimming with
this,
energy
you're like, oh,
and
she knows
ready
me, so
to
I should
do
buy from her.
stuff you wouldn't normally do. Well, that's exactly what women experience with good flirting. Whether it's a guy we just met, a guy we only see as a friend, or even a guy we've been with for a
More
very long
objections.
time. Creating that roller coaster experience is
Many objections,
all
Marty.
it takes to turn us on and get us in the mood to escalate with you to that next level. So here's why that happens. When you're riding a real roller coaster, you experience the scary emotion of falling that literally elicits the fear of death. But because it's safe and it's in a controlled environment where you won't actually die, that allows you to enjoy it. Now, that's exactly what good flirting does too. It produces that same emotional mix of danger and safety within a girl's mind, which makes it exciting for her to escalate with you. You say and do things to arouse her emotion, but it's all done in a safe, controlled context of playfulness and camaraderie. And as a result, she's turned on. Her guards down.
She's selling
her
you. Do you see what she's
mind
doing?
steps
She's selling
out
you
of
on the
way and
opportunity
she
of
is
flirting.
ready
That's
to
what good
divulge
copywriting
her
is.
sexual side. And when you know the
She's
right
selling
way
you
to
the
flirt,
opportunity
you
of
can create
flirting.
that roller coaster feeling.
Why is
in
it so good?
any
But she doesn't tell
situation
you
in life with any girl
how to
you
do it.
like. And it will always activate her sexual urges no matter what type of girl she is, because this is a biological
objection.
reaction all
She will
women have.
activate her
Once
sexual
that
urges. Come
emotional
on, man.
roller
What are
coaster
you
is
even fucking
created,
saying
her
here?
ape brain feels safe and at ease with you, but at the same time, she's excited and turned
She's
on
explaining
and
things
you
in a
can
way
easily make
you've
your move
never
on her
thought about
without
before.
coming off as
And that's what happens with
creepy
unique
or getting
mechanism. That's why they
rejected. In
work so
fact,
good.
she will be so desperate for you to make a move on her, she will amp up her own flirting, show more affection and interest towards you, and start giving you all the signals to go for it, to take her,
Yeah.
to make her
Do you see
yours.
that?
And what's
Show you all
even
the signals.
better is that even if a girl gets approached 50 times a day, there is still a low chance
Another
she'll
objection.
encounter
Hyperbole.
even
She's
one
proving
guy
her point
who
by
can
going
give
to
her
the
that fake
extreme.
roller coaster experience,
Even if she gets
which is
approached by 50
something
guys.
she needs in order to feel sexually aroused. So that means, as you continue to watch this video and discover
Another
my
look.
simple
Just hooking
and
in.
effective flirting method, you will be
Now she's gonna share some
instantly
testimonials.
placed among the top
Let's see.
1% of men who approach women the right way. In other words, you'll have a massive upper hand over most guys competing for the women that you want, and you will be among the few who can ignite attraction and escalate with a girl without facing instant rejection, which I think is pretty amazing. And the best part is that this method is so ridiculously easy, you can master it over a short weekend. And words cannot describe
nice.
how excited I am to
How
reveal
much
it
is
to
this?
you and unveil it to you today. It's literally been years in the making. You see, until recently,
Years in the making.
I had a problem that prevented me from teaching guys how to flirt. I wasn't able to see outside of myself. I was never able to pinpoint what was so effective about good flirting.
Bro,
So
fuck it,
I
I'm
could
already
put
good
it
at
into
flirting. I
methods
don't
and
give a fuck
strategies
about this.
I could
Otherwise I would buy
actually
it.
help men learn it. But then I met my amazing wing girl Marissa, and all of that that change. And Marissa has the uncanny ability to pinpoint exactly what makes us girls respond to your flirting with intense and immediate
Authority.
attraction.
She's gonna
She
be
could
doing
take
that.
even the shyest, most insecure, and most average-looking guy and help
Again,
him
going to the
land
extreme
the
to prove
most
your point.
gorgeous, amazing woman with absolute ease, all because she had the art of flirting down to a science. And she explained every technical nuance of creating that emotional roller coaster in the most simple and elegant detail that clarified everything for guys in our coaching sessions. And I was shocked that she can teach guys how to flirt in ways that I've been trying to get my fingers on for years. And that's when I had an idea. I asked Marissa to put her flirting method into a step-by-step formula that any guy can follow to become an expert at flirting, and she did. Now, this is the
Step by
first
step.
time I've let anyone besides me create a wing
Bro,
girl
watching these
product,
videos is really
and
funny
for
for
very
me.
good reason. Frankly, most women do not understand their own attraction consciously enough to teach it to guys. They give the typical BS advice that most women give that doesn't really help, totally confuses men, and actually makes guys a little bit wussier. But when I saw the results Marissa got for the initial coaching clients of her flirting formula, she over the top impressed me. So college kids, grown-ups, divorced
Everyone.
men,
It
and
works
even
for
guys in
everyone.
long-term
It works
relationships
for
were
everyone.
using her formula to either
It doesn't matter where
create
you are,
or
it's gonna
revive
work.
sexual desire within the women they pursued or were involved with for a long time. And the effect it has had has been absolutely shocking. Her flirting method could turn women on so much, so fast, it felt unreal. And what's even better is that her step-by-step formula only involves 3 phases
simple.
of conversation, which
Only 3
basically
phases.
implies that any guy can use it to go from hello to the bedroom or a relationship, or
Hello to
whatever
the
you want to
bedroom.
take it to in a very
my
short
God,
period of time
bro.
without
It doesn't happen like that. Just
she drew
stop it
from
already, please.
decades of research, observing, questioning, and testing her findings.
Yeah, that's good though. I
on
like what she's
women
saying.
Of
It's
all
very
kinds, using
interesting.
concepts from neuroimaging and evolutionary psychology studies to
Yeah,
amplify.
it's evolutionary psychology
She
studies.
analyzed, probed, and examined over 10,000 real women for this. Most of them didn't even know that they were under the microscope. And she performed her formula
it's
to
real.
the point where it was
That's what she's saying.
absolutely bulletproof, meaning any guy, no matter how much he has struggled with women all of his life, could use this formula to hook a girl's interest, arouse her emotions, and get eager to be with him. And once the formula was perfected, we even tested it again so that there was no room for errors.
It's happening again and again.
The
There's no
results
doubt this
were
isn't gonna work for you.
Once the guys in our
That's what
test
she's
group
saying.
started using the F formula, girls would laugh at their jokes more, they would linger around them longer, they would flirt back with them and touch them and be eager to escalate with them, when before their interactions went almost nowhere. And it all came down to the 3 distinct phases of flirting Marissa outlines in her formula. You see, when you guide a woman through these 3 phases of flirting, she cannot help but experience sexual feelings towards you. As you go through these 3 phases, the sexual tension
She can't help but feel this.
rising in the conversation. And when it reaches boiling point, well, you know what happens. Whether you want her to give her your number,
she's letting you imagine.
date,
That's
or
good.
whatever you want, she is going to be ready for it without signs of resistance. And the only problem
Without
is
signs of
most men
resistance. So
don't
without
even realize that
roadblock.
these 3 phases of flirting exist. But fortunately, you can choose not to be one of them. You can choose to leverage Marissa's flirting method instead and give yourself the power to attract any woman that your heart desires. Because after keeping it fairly secretive and only showing it to our private coaching clients, we are finally revealing all of it. Everything you'll need to become a flawless flirter.
Revealing everything.
In a potent, information-packed course, rightfully named the F Formula. This written course outlines Marissa's flirting method in complete detail and breaks it down into simple, logical steps that any guy can understand and master.
Logical steps,
overnight.
okay.
And it shows you what the 3 phases of flirting are and how to guide a woman through it, so you can ignite her desire at will and give her uncontrollable urges.
Yeah, I found this really funny when they say
sexually with you. And
this is gonna be taken down at any
I
time.
also have an audio.
It's so powerful, it's gonna take him down any time. The Matrix is gonna attack you.
Since I can't just read advice out loud without adding in my extra little tidbits. So as you go through the F Formula, you'll be directed to exclusive instruction videos, MP3s, action guides, and over $300 worth of bonus content. And that's been specifically designed to solidify this girl attracting information into your brain for good. So even if you still have approach anxiety, once you know the skills to make the interaction go well, mustering the guts to approach is 1,000 times
So you're also
easier.
gonna
So this program
get clear
can
from
help
that
you
roadblock
no
that
matter
you're having.
where
Product
you're
anxiety.
at. When you grab your copy of the F formula today, here are just a few of the things that you are going
Well,
to
it feels like I'm gonna buy this and
discover
then my
inside.
whole
So,
fucking
the
dating
foundation
life
of
is
flirting.
gonna change.
Even
I'm
if you
gonna go
can't
from
flirt your way out of a
the
paper
most
bag,
dork
we'll
person,
lay
the
out the
dorkiest
essential
person in
groundwork
the
you'll
world, to
need
be
to
the
trigger
James
that
Bond or
spark in
something.
her
This is what I
eye
feel
that
like after
tells you
seeing this.
it's on. You're also going to learn how to make physical escalation as easy as counting to 4. So want to escalate with her, kiss her, touch her, or get more
What do you
physical?
mean, man?
Just check in.
It's gonna be as easy as counting to 4?
If
Oh
they're
my
all
god.
there, you can
That's
be
smart. That's smart.
absolutely
I like
certain
this.
she'll be
Creative.
ready and willing to go further with you, making you rejection proof. You'll also learn the hidden female behaviors you need to recognize to flirt properly. So when you
So
can
right now,
identify these,
what is he really
you'll
doing?
always know
So
when
these are
she's enjoying
bullets.
your
These
presence,
are bullets.
what she needs from you to feel attracted, or when she's secretly dying for you to touch her. And these are not so obvious, so you need these. You'll also learn the conversation mistakes that close women off to
Another
you
bullet.
sexually. If you make one wrong move in conversation, it is game over, and you will lose the girl. I'm sorry, but that's true. And Marissa details what you need to avoid each
I feel like she
phase
hasn't gone
that's
deep into
preventing
this
you
yet.
from igniting that holy type of attraction, which is
Like,
what you were.
she needs to
You're
throw more
also going to
stones
learn
at
the 2 flirting
men,
roadblocks
teaching men
most
how to
guys
get
are
dates. That's what I feel like.
completely blind to.
Or
So
maybe she's
you
gonna
have
do
to
this
avoid
in the
these
future.
like the plague,
In a bit.
or you risk being condemned as a pal or a perv, which you'll learn about. Once you know them, they're obvious, but until you find out what they are, you'll undergo the same frustrating rejections over and over and over again. You're also going to learn how to attract her under the radar. So when you know this, the girls in your vicinity will be completely drawn to you, and they will not be able to explain why. What results is there's just something about him effect that captivates and drives.
Yes, she's gonna be attracted to you, and
You'll
she's
also
not
learn
even
how to
gonna
create
know
an
what
emotional roller
happened.
coaster
She's just gonna be attracted to you.
or
I'm just
in
attracted to
doing
him.
this,
I don't know
will
what
make your
happened.
mind constantly preoccupied with you, even when you're not around. But
Even when you're not around.
it's done differently depending
That's what
on the
that
phase that
speaks
you're
a
in.
lot
Once
to
you
what
know
he
this,
wants.
you will spark instant attraction.
Everybody wants
and
that.
she will be
For women to talk about them when they're not around. And
trust me. You're also going
trust
to
me.
learn how to elicit her attraction signals for each flirting phase, and these assure that
Usually
she's
you don't
ready
want to say
escalate
something
to the
like,
next
trust
phase with
me,
you
you
and
want to
allow
prove that.
you
But
to
now she's built
push
so
the
much
limits
relatability.
in totally
You
safe
feel
ways
like
and
she
comfortable
knows
ways
you
for her.
like
They're easy to remember, simple to
the palm
do,
of her
and
hand.
dangerously
Yeah.
effective.
She's also
You're
built
also going to
authority,
learn
so
how
you
to
trust
keep
her.
her
So
drawn
that's
to
cool.
you with the boomerang technique. This is my favorite. This technique
But
grows
this only
her
works
attraction
with people
for
like
you
Andrew Tate
on
and
its
big
own,
gurus. Like this one.
independent of what you do or say. So she feels your absence when you're not around,
Boomerang
and
technique. Nice.
always boomerangs back to you in social
She's
situations.
explained the
You're
unique
also going to learn
mechanism
the
now.
one key difference between women in their 20s and women over 30.
Okay.
This allows you to flirt, immediately resonate, and go through all 3 phases of the F formula with any woman of any age, no matter how old you are. You're also going to learn how to check all of those boxes, and we will show you how to dispel every one of her possible anxieties. And
Okay, you're like, at this point, you're like, okay, just tell me how to buy this.
So
I gotta get in. How to get access? Come on, how do we get access to this? I want to buy this.
When you thought things were going
Tell me.
well. So this amazing program alone will give you more options, greater satisfaction, and remarkable results in your dating life. And Marissa and I are so excited for you to experience that. And I am determined to knock off every single hesitation you may have to trying it out, which is why when you order this program right now, you will instantly get 7 exclusive bonuses in addition to the F formula. So
Okay,
bonus
just
number
buy
1,
this. I'm already
the
sold.
OSA method gets
Stop.
any woman to completely skip formalities, remove any barriers.
Okay, we know how this is gonna go from now.
Conversation.
She's gonna give the bonuses,
already
and at the end,
known you for years, which is
actually,
valued at
let's do
$27.
this.
Bonus number 2, video illustrations, breakdowns, and case studies of the most masterful flirting in the world.
You better believe she's gonna
will see
upsell you
real-life
something else once you buy
of the
this.
F formula and the mechanics of attracting any girl you want played out right in front of you. So there's no guesswork to implementing this information. $19 value. Bonus number 3, instant wit
Starting with
blueprint.
the bonus,
You can develop
anchor
a
again.
specific type of attractive wit that
Divide
pulls
anchor.
women to your most important organ, your brain. And with our shortcuts, you'll create charming, attractive wit right on the spot whenever you want to, even if you've never been funny or clever in your
Objection.
life. This is a $36 value.
You're gonna be funny
Bonus
even
number
if you're
4,
not being
how
funny.
to touch women without being creepy, super important. The truth is, us girls are receptive to your touch. We want you to touch us badly when you're flirting, but only in the right ways. The bonus course reveals exactly how to do that, which is $37. Bonus number 5, the window.
It's funny
guide
because
to
you see
seductive
you know some
body
copywriting things and
What
you
if
see
a
them
scenario
everywhere.
from across the world
Everybody
is
says
all it took to make
we,
your ideal girl
we
go
want
with
you to do
In
this,
this
but
guide, you'll learn how
only
to
in the
do
right
that
way. And the
so
right way is only going to
much
be
more.
inside our course.
From
So
your posture to your
it
facial
works.
expressions,
If it
these
didn't work,
body
nobody would be
language
using
secrets
this.
are magnetizing to any woman you
Like
encounter.
if you see something
$40
everywhere, if you see
bonus
some
number
trait,
6,
some
sexy,
principle, some
bantering,
copywriting
and
thing you see
simple.
everywhere,
This easy
then you better
guide
believe it's
is
working like crazy. And that's why everybody's using this. So if you see
the
if you see
king of
something
banter,
as a
even
pattern,
though a future
everybody's
guest
using
will
this,
rarely talk
you better
about
start
it.
using it too.
That's true. He'll show you how to use
Don't have
banter
this
to create
like thoughts that okay,
connection
this
women
course I
find
bought said
highly
don't say this, don't say that. But
bonus number 7.
don't have
Women
this
shall
belief,
all
bro. If
interview
you see
and
something
interview
working,
10
if you
beautiful
somebody,
women who've been flirted with
if you see a lot of
thousands
people using the
times
same thing,
times.
it
Then
means
you
it's
have
working.
to
So
put the curtains on the truth
why not use it too?
about what they like in every phase of flirting and expose what most guys think is helping them but actually repels women. In over an hour of HD video footage, I push these gorgeous women hard to give you the real answers every man needs to hear. These interviews will tie everything together by giving you access to what flirting looks like from inside the female brain.
So you're not only gonna get courses and stuff, but you're also gonna see live demonstration of flirting, and that's what people want. And that's why a lot of men. I used to see these videos years ago, like men dating, men dating, cold approaching women. I used to see this. I was like, bro, if I see this conversation, how is he opening up the conversation? And I used to do that too. Everybody does this.
In preview, it's not very much. How much money do you already spend on women with no guarantee that they will like you? Taking a girl out to dinner can cost you like $50, $70.
Oh my god, what a price
or more.
anchor!
And
Like
even
what?
after all that,
Oh,
she may not be one bit.
he's handling your price
When you
objection
go
before it
to
even
bars or
comes.
clubs to meet
Very
women,
smart.
the
Like how much are you
entrance
spending
fees
right
can
now
be
on a woman?
$60 or $70 with drinks.
Nice,
Like
bro. I
boost
like
up
this.
to $150
That's
or
really good.
$200, and most guys spend all that and still go home lonely and unhappy. And not only that, some guys will buy women gifts like jewelry, cars, and even pay their college tuition, and girls still don't feel attracted to them one bit. So think of all that money that you may have potentially already spent to meet women to no avail. How much would it be worth to you if I could show you right now what will really make your girl problems vanish forever? If I could tell you everything you need to know to spark visceral attraction in
It's allowing you to jump into your conclusions. Because even if you're rich, you're gonna have some number in your mind.
Clarify everything that makes girls eager and excited to go to that next level with you just by being you. Before you answer that, I want to read you an email from a recent F Formula graduate of mine named Kyle. Marnie, you and your team are the absolute best. After spending a few days analyzing the F Formula, I took a girl home the first night. I tried it out. It was seriously so mind-blowing seeing the F Formula playing out before my eyes, and for once, I didn't have to pretend to be confident because I knew exactly what phase I was in and what needed to happen next. Believe it or not, she non-verbally
I'd have some picture of them,
me a few
but that's really
times with her
believable.
cues. By bouncing back between the phases and staying smooth, I kept the night alive as I could tell. She wanted to make sure she was simply safe.
Kyle, bro,
All
you
my
don't even
life,
have
I
their
have been
surname.
flirting without any physical touch or bantering. Boy, was I lost. Kyle. Okay, now this program isn't just for guys who want to have one-night stands. It's for guys that want it all, who want
Calling you
options.
out.
That's what I want to give to you guys.
Kind of handling your
Guys
objection.
who want to finally have women feeling
Because you
the
might
intense
think, okay,
sexual
this song for
desire
one-night
for the
stands.
women in their lives. Like Chris, who said this. It's on.
Okay,
on my second.
we get what she's going with. Bro, I love the price anchor. I haven't seen... You don't see this type of price anchor very often. It's a kind of price anchor. She's handling your objection about price before it even comes. And she's also kind of price anchoring you, yeah. Because in your mind, you're going to picture a big number of all the money you spend on trying to date women, on all the time you spend, and all these things. And it's really, really good. It's very good. We can definitely all get something from this price anchor. That's probably by far the best thing I've seen in this VSL. I loved it. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you. There's no point in watching this anymore because we know what's gonna happen. She's just gonna drop some testimonials, drop the price, maybe do some recap, and that's it. So yeah, if you got any value from this, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one. And before you go, make sure to drop your biggest takeaway from this video. Peace.